Hello, friends. Welcome to one more video from the Whitespace bookshelf. Please excuse my voice. Uh, 7, 8. I've come back home after come back to Delhi after 7, 8 days of straight touring, and the pollution hit me, and that's why the voice is sounding a bit low. And this is a video with a difference because today's my first day of office in office after being out for a long time, and I thought I will show you the book which I want to talk about today. But thanks to the pollution, I could not even find my bookshelf. Forget about the book. So I've come here without the book physically in my hand. But that said, I can definitely talk about the book and introduce you to the this book. So, friends, let's jump straight into what book are we talking about. Now, I'll just go back to a couple of observations which you all must have seen. When you watch any, there are times when you are so immersed in work that you lose track of time, and you lose not only track of time, you get the whole background fades away, and you totally immerse into it. And after you finish that work, there is a sense of achievement, and often you feel as if I won't say kind of euphoria or something, but you feel that a feeling of accomplishment. So, friends, whether that happens for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, that is this interesting phenomena which actually gets reflected, whether in sports, any kind of sports which is high endurance, where you see that people go into a zone, what they call it. You're into a zone, and and you lose track of time. So, what is that zone? And it is that zone this book is written about. Uh, you know, this book is written by Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. I would say now you start referring to Professor Mihai because the name is slightly long. Who was Professor Mihai? He was a Hungarian American psychologist, born in Hungary and then settled in US. And he wrote on this interesting phenomena called flow. Uh, Flow is the state which gets maximum productivity from us. Now, before you say, oh my God, another psychology book, how does it apply to me? It has huge, huge implications on driving productivity in our own workplace, right? You hear about when we talk about finding your purpose, finding your passion. That aside, very technically, what does productivity mean? And he talks about this concept that productivity, the state of flow, is attained when there is a balance between job skill and the job challenge. As long as the job skill is matching the job challenge, one is in a state of flow. When the job skill actually becomes, the more than the job challenge, which is what we call overqualified, or qualified for the lack of a better word, but one is overqualified. That leads to boredom. And similarly, when the challenge of the job is more than the skill which is available for that person, it leads to anxiety. And both are non productive, or they don't lead to maximum productivity. It's a very simple concept, but if you see this, this reflects everywhere. This reflects in our organizations. Typically, when we are elevating, when people move up the hierarchy, typically promotions, or I won't say the word hierarchy. Let me put a higher responsibility. It can be a lateral move. It can be a vertical move. It can be anything. Typically, if if the move is considered based on the person's present capability, it actually people reach to the next level where they may not have the skills to deliver that, and that results in anxiety. And anxiety just doesn't mean that stress of tearing, that an anxiety gets reflected in ego. It gets reflected in micromanaging. It gets reflected in uh, making a coterie, yes man culture. All this actually can stem down from the fact that there is job anxiety which is there. And I think that is the key learning from this book. We all have, we can't be every time in our work, we can't be in a state of flow, but yes, there have to be those moments. If we find that in our working life, there are more moments where we are either in a state of anxiety or a state of boredom, uh, then that needs reflection. That definitely we need to reflect that on reflect within on what we are doing. But on the other hand, if by and large we have those deep moments of flow, uh, and productivity is there, uh, that's fine. Everybody has their moments of anxiety and boredom. Yeah. So that's what I would like to say. So yes, this is not a very simple book in the sense it's a thick book. I wish I could show it to you, but it's worth reading and again worth savoring. Uh, it will also help, as I said, hold a mirror to you and provoke your thinking that how can you drive states of flow in your work and definitely in the teams which you handle, right? So, on that note, thank you so much for listening. I'm again apologize that the book is not there, but it's there on the screen. And please do buy it. And on behalf of Whitespace and me, I wish you and your families a very, very, very happy Deepavali. We hope to see you soon. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.